We're gonna walk into this lava tube.
Well, this is actually just a short section. This is lava tube. So this was formed by a river of lava. And you can see on the walls, it looks like melting wax. Because once the river cuts through the rock, and it keeps flowing, then the temperature gets up close to 2,000 degrees, and the face of the rock that has melted through starts to remelt. So in some places you can see, like up here where the rock starts dripping into the river that's flowing through, or on the sides, you know, this waxing, the rock is remelting, trying to run down the sides back into the river. And also places really high like this, if the rock is soft, and uneven, and big pieces of rock up above called overhead burden will fall into the river, and the lava river will carry it away. And we know that happened while the river was still here because the rock's all melted, where that rock is missing. So you get surface remelt. These were used by the ancients for a lot of things. One was this dripping. You hear it dripping. So especially in the dry parts of the island, you knew you could get a good water drip and bring your water gourd and find a drip and put that water gourd underneath that drip and get fresh water a few hours later. So as we walk through, you guys just take a look. You've got these roots coming through the ceiling. What plant do you think this is? It's a tree. It can grow in rock. Oh, hia lehua. Very good. And as we get in further in, you look up on the walls, you see lines. Geologists call bathtub rings. That show us, you know, as this cave was active about 400 years ago, different levels of river sometimes filled the cave beyond capacity. So all the way up into the overhead fallout sections, you can see bathtub rings from the high lava levels.
You can back out the same way?
No, no. Right through, we come out to what's called the skylight. Now watch out, occasionally there's a giant spherical stone that rolls through it. 1935, kerosene lantern hanging there. Yeah, this is a lava river, very small, widening and deepening as it melted its way into the bedrock. And became a big channel then of the pressure above. The volcano is pumping out lava and like an artery of lava. Actually, a place up ahead here we can look and see the bedrock that this river melted its way through. Tall people beware.
And this is over 24/7?
Yes.
So people can really come here in the dark?
Yeah, well, there's light.
Well, I know, but I mean,
Yeah. So if you guys look to your left up here, you see that there's a section where the remelted rock skin has broken away during cooling. And so you look right into it, and you can see this well-ordered rock strata that's typical of these islands that this river melted its way through. So if we see, this is like where the rock remelted, this thick of skin. So if we were to break away this rock all the way around, you can see that this river has cut through a very nicely ordered rock strata. But it looked like that, you know, and then from the high temperature of the lava running through, the whole rock face melted itself together afterwards. The ancients used these for another function that was very important to them. The royals were believed to have a power called mana that resided particularly in their bones. And so when they died, they would clean the flesh off of the bones to save those magical, powerful bones full of mana, wrap them carefully and hide them in lava tubes like this.
wow.
This one is about 400 years old, so be on the lookout. Bone burial. Yeah, it's always cooler, and that's why, like in the dry parts of the island desert, you have warm, moist air outside, and the lava tubes are always broken up with skylights like this. So, and they always run up and downhill. So that warm air moving through cooler space makes them drip. So it's always like a kind of a water farm, fresh water farm. over here, in this kind of much rainfall, it doesn't really matter, but in the dry parts of the island, that was an important resource.
Rainwater?
Yeah, yeah, good water. And even the rainwater will seep through and drip really good after the rain, but then it's, the water filtered through rock. It's still in the Yeah. And so then when a lava tube collapses like this, it's called a skylight. So we're leading through a skylight. This is, this tube system is probably a few miles long. This is the only part that's open to visitors. There's a lot of stuff in these tubes, culturally and biologically, that are still being studied.
No bats, right?
No bats. Very recently, scientists discovered the skeleton of a caveman. Then made two mammals that are living on Hawaii. But now the only bat that exists on the island is an arboreal bat. So it lives in trees, doesn't like caves so much.
Oh, look at
It's coming out of the hole.
Oh,
Coming out of the hole. Still got two more down there. Two more in the hole.
beautiful. Oh, just bright, bright, bright.
Yeah. So we'll go through this part, folks. Use your imagination. Think about Hawaii pre-human. This is a part of the park that has some of the most pristine native ecosystem that biologists work with and maintain as best they can, monitor, sometimes even improve when new species